Hey everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome to this week's vlog. It's Monday the 18th of September, and as you can see, everything is well. So as you would have just seen, trigger warning, I will be discussing the week that I've had with all of the medical things that I've been having going on. It is just a very brief overview discussion. I've done my best not to show any of the actual medical things happening unless it's just a piece of machine or something, but there should be no blood and gore, etc, etc. So although I'd love to show that to you, I am aware that some people don't like that, and that is perfectly fine. So but thank you so much for everyone's well wishes and support. I've still got a little bit of a journey to go, and yeah, it's been a week. I'm glad I did vlog it all because I want to share with people what's been happening, and I certainly didn't expect the week to have that I did. So as you can see, I am just doing the washing and I've washed all of my Zumba clothes and hung them out. At this point in time, I've been a little bit tired, and I actually cancelled Zumba this evening because I was only going to be having like 2 people rock up. So I kind of said, look, I'm just really struggling physically. I had a period for 7 days by now. It's kind of okay. It is dying down a little bit by this morning, but I'm just going to take it easy if that is okay. And then everyone was, yeah, cool, not a problem. And then about an hour later, it was 11 a.m. and I did a massive sneeze, and I just started heavily bleeding again with my period, and then figured I better get to a doctor. I couldn't get in to see anybody until the next day. Yep, probably should have gone up to the ER, but apart from the fact that it was just my period, I figured I was kind of okay. I'm perimenopausal, so I figured this was just life. But yeah, we'll go and see a GP and we'll see where we end up. Hey everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome to a new vlog and a new week. So today's Tuesday. I didn't vlog anything yesterday because I was just down and out. I've just been dealing with a few lady issues, and so yeah, I'm physically exhausted. So just a little trigger warning, I'm going to be talking about periods for a few minutes. I'm not going to go too much into detail because I will save that for another video, because I think I'm on a journey, and I think that then putting all that together will help. So I'm also just sitting here talking to myself to remind myself that you need to put that together or I'll forget. So yeah, oh my gosh, I am so pale, it's not funny. So I've really been struggling the past couple of days just because yeah, lady issues, and physically Monday evening I cancelled my Zumba class. Tuesday today I've had to cancel. I've got a cover for my Zumba Gold because it's a council based class, and then I've just cancelled Tuesday night Zumba to give my body a little bit of a break, and I'll see how I feel this afternoon whether I continue through the week. I'm just feeling a little bit fragile right now and a little bit like as well. So yeah, I'm obviously going through the change, and so my body's just like so I've just been to the GP. Yesterday I tried to do a walk-in because they're free because I'm a bit stingy, and apparently by 10 a.m. they'd stopped taking walk-ins for the day. There's only one GP that takes walk-ins. So I went online and I looked, and I found that they had a female doctor consulting today, and I thought, that's who I'm going to go with. I don't care that I have to pay a $50 gap fee. And I'm really glad that I did go with her because she asked me a lot of really good questions, and we have a bit of a plan going forward. So they took 5 vials of blood today. And I said to the lady, how long have you been a vampire for? And she's like,
She said, 2010. And she's like, I've never heard anyone say that before. So she said, oh, you made my day. That was good. And then I have a pelvic ultrasound booked in a couple of weeks' time. It was so funny. They were like, we could get you in today. And I went, I can't because it's for, and she went, oh, yep, yeah, we'll book a couple of weeks. And then, so it was quite funny. I haven't done a lot of research, but logically I was thinking to myself, because I know they'll do an internal ultrasound, let's not go to get an ultrasound while you're right in the midst of, you know what, because how do you see anything? And I was right. So at least I have all that, and it's booked for 2 weeks' time when everything should be settled. But the instructions that I have, so you should probably wake up at this time and then empty your bladder and then drink 1 liter of water, and then at this time, between this and this time, and then stop, and then come in for your appointment here, and do not go to the toilet between this time. I said, oh my gosh. And she said, but it's only 1 liter. It's not 2 liters like when you had the baby ultrasound. So don't panic. I went, okay. I said, could you write that down? And she's like, she looked at me and I said, lady, I barely know it's Tuesday. I'm not going to remember anything that you say to me. And I'm not too proud to say, please write that down. She said, okay, sure. She said, oh, don't worry. I say this in my sleep. My husband tells me I talk in my sleep, and I go, okay, so you're going to get up. I could so imagine it. Yeah. So I've got some meds to take to kind of stop this thing happening and to try and balance my system out, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, I think I did the right call. I was gonna go and get all this checked out anyway, but I just was tracking because a girlfriend of mine went to her GP and she'd had 1 month of really bad time of the month, and the GP was like, unless you have 3 months worth of evidence, there's not a lot we can do. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I tracked for 2 months. But then yesterday was just the, oh no, I can't, because I just physically was unwell. And the GP, she says to me, yeah, you don't look very good. I'm like, thank you. And then luckily when I woke up this morning, I wasn't feeling very well. Had no coffee, no food, no nothing. I went, I'll just sleep up right until my appointment, get up, get dressed, go to my appointment. And luckily I did that because all the blood tests I had, they were fasting. She didn't have actually verbally say to me, you need to do fasting blood tests. She just said to me, it was written on the paper, it said fasting blood tests. And I know I'm being pedantic, but you know, it's like, hello. You need to tell me things. You can't just write stuff down. So luckily I didn't eat anything just in case. I knew that they'd want blood, so I figured just in case. Been around the block a couple of times, what can I say? So I'm going to go inside today and just chill, text the last remaining Zumba people to go, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be there tonight. I've already called the centre and let them know just for security that I won't be there. And then we'll make a plan. We've got so much other stuff going on right now. I was meant to go to the shops yesterday because we need to get some specific food things for my daughter, because we're trying a few menu plan things with how to best look after her, and it's just, oh my gosh. So I think we are a bit later. We're still going to go to like Woolworths because we've got a spend to do, and we'll get a few things. And then tomorrow I'll worry about tomorrow. So today I'll just literally worry about today. Then tomorrow we'll worry about tomorrow. And we'll go from there. So we'll go inside and we'll actually have a coffee now. And something to eat. Because it actually is well past lunchtime. I've taken 2 hours to do GP bloods and trying to book in for the ultrasound. There was me and another lady, and they were trying to get her in so then I could have her spot on another day. But then this other lady didn't want to move her appointment, so so this poor lady and I, for an hour, we've either been waiting at ultrasound area to chat to another, or we've been at the blood area waiting. So I'm a new friend today. I don't know her name. Yeah. All right, we'll go inside and we'll do all the things, which is nothing. And we'll see where we end up. Let's go. Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. Oh, I'm so tired. I cancelled Zumba this morning, so that was funny. Yesterday I had to text like about 30 people and be like, I'm sorry there's no class tomorrow. Just about everyone wrote back, take care, hope you feel well. And in my text, because I like to tell people what's going on, I'm just like, hi guys, sorry, no class Wednesday. Still having a few lady issues. Hope to see you soon. Because I think that all understand. And that's such the good thing about pretty much all of my classes. I've got a couple of guys in them, so I don't put the lady bit in for their text. But for everyone else, I just tell them. Because it's like having all these aunts and nanas in my class, and they're always looking out for me. So it's so good. I've got like this whole network of women. If I need anything, and the amount of like, that happened to me, this is what I did, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, it just hits different because I've known them and the way that they have been telling me their stories about what they've been going through before, like change, and like some got hysterectomies, some didn't need to, and yeah, it's been interesting hearing all their stories. So I'm glad I cancelled Zumba. I still woke up at 9 a.m. like, oh my God, but it took me forever to get out of bed. And then I've just had to go over to the chemist to pick up something for my daughter because she's not well. And then my husband is having to work from home today because apparently I kept him up half the night because I've got massive restless leg syndrome, which is a side effect of really low iron. I have massive restless legs anyway. I've had them for such a long time. Yeah. So, yeah, I just, and up and down every hour, it's just drives me insane. So I think I kept him up half the night. Today he's absolutely exhausted, and because he still has no bike, it means he's having to drive to work. And it's like a 45-minute drive in peak hour traffic, and it just, he was absolutely exhausted when he got home last night. So he's had a couple of nights of not sleeping the best because I have been tossing and turning ever since Monday. I was kind of okay till like Sunday, very early Monday morning. And then at 11 a.m, I sneezed, and then I was not well after that. So yeah, I've just gone downhill. So yeah, how quickly things can go downhill. This has really hit, and like, oh my gosh, it's exhausting just walking down the corridor. So I've used all my spoons today just to go to the chemist and do that. I've had enough to do that. And now I'm going inside to sit at my computer. I'm going to do a whole lot of, I've got some admin things to do. And then I'm probably just going to sit there and do a couple of surveys and stuff. It takes a lot of energy to edit a whole lot of YouTube videos. I've been trying to do it. I'm so sorry that I haven't been pumping out videos. Some of the things I've filmed, but the editing just takes so much work. And it's so hard to be chipper and be like, hey guys, welcome to another video. Because, oh my God, I'm so tired. And I want to be like, hey, let's do some cleaning. You know, I want to be encouraging to you guys. I mean, it is real life to be like, guys, this is how I feel. And that's what the vlogs are about. It's just me being honest and being like, I'm tired. I am tired, and it is okay to be tired. Everyone in the family is stepping up though. Isn't it funny? It takes mama being really sick and down and out for everyone else to go, we need to step up. Oh my gosh. Shut up. Don't tell me I told you so. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. We do things until we can't, and then we go, why didn't I think of that earlier? Oh my gosh. Oh, we're crazy. So yeah, probably the next update will be tomorrow. But I'll be like, hey guys, I have cancelled Zumba on Thursday though. I do have to take my mum shopping though, because she also has a doctor's appointment, so I have to still do that. think I'll have enough energy to do that as well, because I won't be teaching Zumba, and I would have then had 2 days of the iron tablets and the other tablets under my belt, so have more energy than what I had yesterday. So I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll have that. And as I said, I'm not teaching Zumba, but I'll have enough to basically just do a basic drive and do what I need to do. So, but yeah, I'll just sleep when I get home. All right, I'll see you soon.
So I actually just went to bed from hanging up from you guys, and I was sleeping for around an hour, and I got woken up by the phone just ringing and ringing, and it was my GP saying to me, just got your blood tests back and your hemoglobin is 62. I need you to get to hospital and get a blood transfusion because you are not well. I'm surprised that you're still conscious. I said, okay. So I basically packed a bit of a bag, just some pants, my phone, my charger, things like that. And I got to the hospital and I got admitted immediately because they said you are not very well at all. I did manage though to pack my own sandwich. I was so impressed with myself because I know how hard food is to get. And I had a whole lot of obs done, and then I kept getting left in places. It was so funny. They were like, we don't really have a bed for you, but if you just wait here, someone will be in for you shortly. And then apparently they lost me at one point because they didn't know which nurse had me. And one of the nurses said, oh my God, I've just been looking in all the toilets for you. We thought you'd passed out somewhere. So it was a circus. And we hadn't even started. So then they found me a bed within 2 minutes because apparently I really was sick. And despite, they were like, have you eaten? Have you drunk today? What's going on? And so they made me eat a sandwich and it had tomato in it, and I don't like tomato at all. So I said, they're trying to kill me. And then my pulse ox kept dropping to like 79 because my hands were so cold, and they were saying to me, you know, can you keep taking deep breaths for us because we need to make sure that you're not going to stop breathing. So that was like, oh my gosh. And I was in the ER for about 6 hours before they finally worked out that they're going to give me an iron transfusion. I had nurses and doctors like every half an hour on me, so I was seen to really quickly, but it just took a while for the iron to come in. And then they ended up transferring me to a little side ward because they said it will just be quieter for you to have your infusion and you can just rest, because we think that you need to have really good sleep as well. So I was super grateful for their care and attention. They also kept bringing me in water and ice chips and jelly, saying I really need to keep my fluids up because I said I didn't feel very well. And then, yeah, all the machines that just keep beeping all the time. I started having a little bit of a dance party to some of the beeps. But yeah, it's just crazy. Got my iron transfusion, and about half an hour later I didn't feel very well, so that scored me a direct visit to have a chest x-ray and further checkups. And also it scored me an overnight stay with my very own nurse. There was her station outside my door, and I kept leaning forward to like have a look, and she'd jump up and go, you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm just checking for the guard in the corridor. And she's like, you're so funny. But yeah, I can't sleep. I'm so tired. It's just exhausting. Hello. It's 1:30 in the morning. And I feel the best that I've felt in the past 24 hours. However, apparently my blood results are not telling that story. So I got transferred to some ward. I asked where I was, and the nurse laughed and walked off. And I had the iron transfusion, had a bit of reaction to it. It wasn't very well, just really tight chest, and I felt a bit nauseous. I had a massive headache. So they treated all of that. And then I was fine an hour later, and they said to me, you have to stay overnight. And I said, oh, okay. And then they took bloods just to check levels about an hour later. And then I fell asleep about 11 p.m. And then I woke up at 12, absolutely freezing. So they got me a really warm blanket. It's the best thing about hospitals. And then she came in at 10 to 1, because I remember looking at the time. She said to me she'd be back at 2 a.m. She said, just pre-warning you, that's your 4-hour ob check. I said, cool. She said to me, your hemoglobin is lower than what it was at the GP. So I'm currently waiting on some doctor to come and check me out and give me bloods or something. Because, you know, we don't do anything by halves. And she came in at one point and I was standing up and she goes, are you alright? And I said, oh yeah, I'm just gearing up ready for a marathon. Because, you know, you got to keep the humour up. And I said, no, I'm just summoning all of my energy to get to the toilet. She's like, I can give you a bedpan. I said, mate, no. No, thank you. Alright, I'll check in later.
I'm very proud of how I look. Yes, I am high maintenance, but I think you got to be. And frankly, I enjoy it.
Hey, it's 5 a.m. It's 4 a.m. and I've nearly been asleep since I last updated you. I was awake for a whole hour because they said a doctor will be in any minute. So I was like, okay, and I was awake, seeing they woke me up. And then I nodded in and out of sleep for about an hour, and then they've just come to tell me that they're giving me bloods. So I'm here for a while, and then apparently I'm being admitted to gynae. Well, I can't help but think of Grey's Anatomy when the gynae squad. So all that effort I went to book the pelvic ultrasound with the GP clinic thing, I won't need that now because I'll be having that here. I just clearly couldn't wait and needed to fast track myself to get some results. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we're gonna all pray that the blood takes to my body and I have no reactions. I got things to do. You guys know I'm joking. I'm in the best place to be looked after, but yeah, it's a little bit boring. I have a book, I have an audio book, I have a phone, I have internet. I'm pretty good, but I'm a bit bored because I can't sleep. Okay, bye-bye. So hey, it's Friday and I am home from hospital. I got home Thursday night at about 7 p.m. and I was filming today because I did feel a little bit okay, but also I'm just so disjointed. I can't seem to process what I'm doing or what's going on. And I was like, let's just capture that, because I'm sure that anyone who's had a hospital stay will totally get that. All of a sudden it's like, I don't know where anything is and where anything goes. So I didn't do any more updates in the hospital because I was in a 4-share bed and it was so noisy in there. The lady across from me was coughing every 5 minutes of the day, and the other lady she kept ringing everyone, telling everyone what was going on in the room. And I thought, well, I'm not going to sit there and vlog and then have her ring someone else and tell them what I'm doing. Because she was like, what are you in here for? I'm like, just some stuff. So I thought, oh, I'm just going to wait till I get home, because Yeah, and as it was, I spent most of the day sleeping anyway, so I don't really have a massive update for you guys. I did go though and get a second pint of blood, and I also had to go and get the pelvic ultrasound done while I was there, which showed some polyps, so I am on a surgical list to go and get that fixed up, as well as some other hormone imbalance to just try and get my system to settle down a little bit. We're not quite at the stage of a hysterectomy just yet because the OGBYN agreed with me that I'm not ready for a hysterectomy just yet. She said, you're way too young and fit. I think it's better that we just leave you and settle your system. And I feel also the fact you teach Zumba, your recovery will not mentally agree with you for the time you need down for a hysterectomy. So I agree that it's not in the cards at this point in time. So I was quite grateful. I feel like I got out of it a little bit unscathed, and it was a lot easier than what I thought, but physically, yeah, I'm really struggling. So I've had to cancel Zumba for the next 2 to 3 weeks. I think I've made the right choice. I would rather just cancel it and have peace of mind that I'm not stressing myself to have to get to class, and I will be stressing if I was to pass out or medically needed help. I don't want to upset anyone if they had to see that, so best just to rest. So we're home on the weekend, and then Saturday I just played some games with my son. That's all I could manage. And then Sunday I did manage to strip the bed and get it into the washing machine, but then hubby put it out on the line for me and then remade the bed because physically that's all I could get done. So I am listening to my body and just taking each day as it comes, and then that's it. So thank you so much for all your well wishes. I really do appreciate you guys. It's just been amazing. I thank you so much for being here and for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.